with myself, Mr. Floyd, or Josh, and welcome to Friday, right? So, yeah, how are we doing this dawning there? Let's see what we got. I know Millie's here, at least hopefully here, but she may not be in the chat. I got a text message, a message from her. But otherwise, guys, let's see what we've got here. Lindsay, good dawning. Blindly inspired, good dawning. Nathan, good dawning, brother. Seeker of truth. Jen Bowles, visionary gal, popping in to say, "Hello, beautiful people, love and light to all." Heading out to spend some time. The lifelong friend. Oh, how blessed! Um, so excited. Have the most beautiful day. Hugs to you all. Favorite. That's if you can hold on to a lifelong friend through ascension. That's awesome. A lot of people, their lifelong friends, all of their friends in some cases, vanish into the wind. So that's Jen. That's amazing that even through the ascension and all of that, that you guys still maintained COVID, especially, right? A lot of friendships went over COVID when some did and some didn't, right? But nonetheless, yeah. So big favor there, Jen. Have a blessed day. All right, guys. Lindsay as well. Good dawning. Oh my gosh, grateful to see somebody in the chat. Rooted Willow. Willow is in the chat. How are you, beautiful soul of light and love? It's been I think the last time we were to anything was the end of September, October. So big favor to Rooted Willow there. Nice to see you in the chat, beautiful soul. Grateful. And it's been a while. So you are definitely have been missed. And thankful to see you here. Love you here. Good dawning and grateful. So yeah, favor to your parents as well there. If you don't know what's been going on with Rooted Willow, and of course subscribe to her at Rooted Willow. But yeah, so favor to your parents there, and a favor to their healing and your healing. I finally got the heat looked at yesterday, and it shit the bed completely overnight. Favor. I think that's the first swear word to put on the channel. Wow, favor that shit the bed, right? All right, so let's send some love out. We're gonna send some do some quick love here, guys. Because Millie, good dawning. Grateful to see you in the chat there as well. And yeah, we may not see a lot of Millie. She's in the chat, but Angela, good dawning. So yeah, we're grateful, Rude Will. It's beautiful to see you in the chat. Thank you. Grateful. Amanda, welcome as well. Truthwave, welcome, welcome, brother. On a call, sending great intentions. Can't hear. Well, we're grateful that you're here, and we're grateful for you. And I'll never be able to join you in the dawning, but in the evenings there, as long as I'm doing good dawning here. But blessed, Truthwave. Last night was really chill, and I actually got so chill I almost fell asleep. It was so peaceful. Thank you. Takes a minute if you're watching Truthwave, either in the dawning or it's a 7:45 my time, which would be 8:45 if you're East Coast, or 9 o'clock. He's like 8:45 if you're Central. It doesn't start till the top of the hour, so you got 15 minutes to pile in. But yeah, so Truth Wave there. It's takes a bit of a learning curve to figure out what he's doing. It took me like 3 episodes to figure it out completely. Although I don't know what completely really means, but to figure it out. But now that I have, yeah, it was so chill last night. I fell asleep. So there we go. Josh, nice to see your face. Sorry you can't listen in soon, hopefully. Rooted Will, it's just grateful to see you, to know that you're okay. And thank you. We pray for you, and we love you, and we hope that it all comes together there. And however, but we'd love to see you back online. And if you want to get on the channel or anything, we're here for you. Anything that we can do, Rooted Willow, we are here for you. So yeah, and so grateful. And I know that, hey, can you tell me what you were talking about? We're talking about nothing at the moment, to be honest. It's kind of like an episode of Seinfeld. We're just saying hello to everybody and whatnot. This is generally, and I did not set the chat, so the chat is open. So Cristiano, I'm a channeler. I channel Archangel Raphael, Saint Germain, Sekhmet, Isis, Kuan Yin, White Buffalo, Calf Woman, and more. And so we do a daily energetic show regarding that. So yeah, if you want to stick around, you'll see some open channeling, and we do energetics, we do cards. We have a Chloe's crystals emerald pillar here. So yeah. And so that's what we do. We work with energetics. Saint Germain has tasked myself with teaching energetics through him, and so that's what I do, and so that's why we're here. Great, and we're all family here, so welcome. So yeah, let's give some prayers out to Suzette here, and see her in a warm house with a working heater, favored to that, or at least see some warm temperatures in Suzette's universe. You're welcome, Cristiano. Thanks for asking. I appreciate. Yeah, instead of just, I appreciate that. Sometimes you get a lot of karmic responses and what the hell's this guy doing and whatnot. So I appreciate the professional, just a simple question. Thank you. It's nice and refreshing to just have nobody who's like trolling or nothing. Just like a normal question. It's a truly appreciated. Um, so yeah, let's see Suzette's house warm. We're gonna see, and of course Rooted Willow all balanced out, and of course thank you Truthwave for showing up and your crew there, and we'll keep showing up to your show there on the evenings there as best we can. At least I will. I know a couple of you guys were in there this dawning because I just popped into YouTube and it was right there, so I saw it, but I didn't have time to jump in or anything. All right, Amanda, good dawning as well. Yes, video. It's blurry for me. I'm blurry. Okay, let me see what I can do. Hang on. It may be the lighting. Is that better? It may have been the lighting's too high. Yeah, the lighting was too front. I'm still working on the lighting, guys. So if it gets blurry, if it looks like it's reflecting or whatever, please do let me know where the lighting, if it's in a good space or not, or hey, can you move the light? I'm still working on trying to figure all that out, but I did get a $39 box light. I didn't want to do a ring light because it bounces off the glasses, and a box light works better for video than a ring light. So I got a $39 box light off of Amazon with a 54 Kelvin battery or a bulb, and yeah, so we'll see what happens here. But all right. We're gonna go ahead and all right, guys. I'm gonna change the community moderation here to subscribers. So if you want to continue, Christiana, I appreciate you, but just because there's no duration, just because it's what it is in the chat. It's the beginning of the year is always troll central. Even Adam on the Medium channel, who never has a troll, had somebody call him all kinds of names, cussed him out, and wished him dead. So yeah. So I actually told him to drop dead and go to spaces we don't want to speak. So the trolls are out there, and so yeah, I should have said that to begin with. Bonnie, why do you not have a wrench? All right. Bonnie, no. There you go. I don't know why you didn't have a wrench, but you do now, Bonnie. I did a 10-card reading yesterday and got 3 aces. Then I mixed up the cards, then pulled and got 3 aces again. Woohoo! What do you think that means? I think that means it's amazing. 3 ace reading is 4 ace reading, but you get you get 2 3 ace readings in a row. The universe is saying they got your back, Jack. Yeah, you win the lottery. Let us know. We'll party at Bonnie's new right. We're all good to Arizona. Party in Bonnie's house. I don't know why you didn't have a wrench there, Bonnie, but we got you fixed there. Thank you so much. Yeah, all right. So let's get things jumping today and see what the universe has. So yeah, sorry if it was blurry. I don't know exactly. I've been looking online, like videos on where to place lighting and all this jazz, but so yeah, so we'll keep the box light a little further out. I guess it's too bright and it overshadows the sensors and it comes out a little blurry. So it burns out like the picture behind. Thank you. This is the picture behind me. If you guys don't know, is a Peter Max. Peter Max is the psychedelic hippie artist of the '60s. I think he has Alzheimer's now. I think he's still alive. This was done original. It's called The Heart. It's an original Peter Max, and it was done a couple of years, about a decade ago. And I got it from my dad for my birthday. He had met Peter Max at an art show, and he was doing original art. If you signed up at the beginning, and then he would mail it. So he did, and there we go. So there we go. It's Peter Max. It's The Heart. And if you know who Peter Max is, he did the Statue of Liberty, he did an American flag. He's an American pop artist from the 60s and 70s. And he painted a couple on Norwegian cruise boat too. So he's on the side of he painted the physical side of a Norwegian cruise ship. So yeah, most of you guys might know the name, if nothing else. But yeah, it's the only everything else that I have, pretty much. It's just that is like, yeah, my heart, right? Is that, but otherwise, yeah, it's just everything else. And I'll give you the tour one day. It's just books and just stuff, nothing really. tore down from a 2-bedroom apartment. I moved to Colorado. I tore down from a 2-bedroom apartment to 700, well, to a 1-bedroom apartment. Then I broke from that. Now I'm in a 700 square foot studio-esque apartment. And so you just keep breaking down, right? Because eventually all that stuff that you carry around gets too heavy in your universe. And so I keep breaking it down. And pardon me. All right, guys, let's get started here. And if you heard that burp, I apologize. Energetics, right? I do a lot of that burp energetics. If you see me channel, you'll see me burp on the back end there. But all right, so today's Friday, so let's set intentions for the weekend. So from our end here, let's take a quick moment and do some breathing. We're going to breathe in and center ourselves. We're going to create intentions to have an awesome weekend and to see how we can be of best help in our loving, living universes. And then, yeah, and then of course Monday, then we cut cords from what we didn't occur over the weekend, what was garbage over the weekend energetically. We feel garbage energetics is based up to you. Energetics you want to remove from the weekend, and of course we always cut cords on Monday from our parents, siblings, spouse, and we're not cutting them out. When we say cut cords, people like flee, like, oh no, we're not cutting them out of our life. We're just cutting the negative energies, the heavier energies, or the energies that are binding us to our older self, or keeping us dragged down, or not allowing us in our higher to blocking off our higher self. Can you see my watch at some point? There you go. It's just a TISO. But yeah, it's a TISO T race. I got it on the cruise. I went on one cruise my entire life, on the Norwegian cruise, right? And so you got to get something. So at Joe's Jewelry, and there you go, in Bahamas. Everybody does it, right? You buy a watch. So I bought a watch on a cruise. The one cruise that gratefully my dad took us on, and that's yes. So there we go. All right. So let's do some energetics for today and ground into our weekend. So take a deep breath with me, if you would. Breathe in. And as we breathe in, we want to breathe in positive. So we're going to breathe in new, awesome intentions for the weekend. We're going to breathe in fun and joy. We want to have an awesome weekend, do we not? If you're working or anything over the weekend, still make it fun as best you can. But just breathe in. And then release. As we release stale, old energy, anything negative. If you want to do a release, the best way to release when you breathe out, if you want to release energies, is to do kind of like a horsey sigh, like... I can't get my lips to flat, but yeah, I can't do the whole horse thing, but just if you do that as well and drop a sigh into it, you dump heavier energies. Your body will dump cortisol. You blow it out. So let's try that. Breathe in. We're breathing in new and awesome possibilities for this weekend, and we breathe out. Cortisol, heavy energies, just junk. One more time. Breathe in. And of course, breathe in the new, hold it for 4 seconds, and breathe out. We're doing that sigh breath that kind of releases cortisol, heavy energy. When you finish off that breath, always going to feel a little bit better. So if you're centered, but you're not in space, or if you're trying to get centered, but you're also kind of out of whack energetically, do a sigh breath and watch. It'll make a big difference. You could do always like the puff, puff 3, like... and then hold as well. There's all kinds of different techniques. I like that sigh technique because it just, if I'm in a space, it helps to release that heavier energy through breath really quick. I love the ocean myself. I am not scared of the... Matter of fact, I'm a Cancer with a 5. I'm reading the chat there. It says, I'm scared of the ocean by Bonnie. And then, man, I love the ocean. I can see why you'd be scared. I've been taken out almost a mile by a riptide. I managed to get back in, but in Florida. So yeah, that's terrifying when the shore is way out there. But just got to do what you got to do and get your butt back, right? And that's what we did. But nonetheless, yeah. So I can see why exactly. When you're out there in the ocean and you look around, it's kind of it's just water, and it's kind of a terrifying thought. But at the same time, it's a Cancer and a 5 life path. 5 being born on the 5th. 5 is the water sign. Water number. Yeah. I to me, there's nothing more grounding than sitting at the ocean myself. But Favor. Now we can see where. Okay, Favor, Bonnie, her ex-boyfriend drowned. Ooh, big Favor there. Now we can see why you wouldn't want to go by water for sure. I drowned when I was like 3, but my dad jumped in and pulled my butt out. But blessings, Josh, and everyone. Hope everyone. Good dawning, Fatima. Good dawning as well. All right, so. Let's go ahead and do an invocation then for this weekend. We're going to do one more breath just to recenter here. Only 40. Oh, wow. All right. Breathe in. And again, we're going to do a sigh breath out. All right. So we'll do an invocation for this weekend to have an amazing weekend, and we'll cut some cords as well. And let's see what we get here. So if you want to follow with me, I'm going to bring in Saint Germain here. We are grateful to be here. Good dawning and happy Friday. Do not fry your brain, right? This is your drugs, right? This is your brain. Your brain on drugs. Flash. Remember the commercial there? He's smashing the egg, right? Do not conflate what they are telling you. It's Friday. So, Henny, you are not allowed to fry any Oreos on Friday. You remember the Oreo, right? The symbol on top of the Oreo. No Oreo for you, Helene. But nonetheless, we are grateful for all of you to be here. Let's do an invocation to have an amazing weekend, right? We are going to release and have a great weekend and see joy. And what do you want to see? Are you setting intentions? As things come up in your universe, Saint Germain is asking you, energetically, you are in an intentional universe, right? If you go in without intention, you are letting other energies create for you. Are you in understanding? So from your end, it is your job then to create with intention over the weekend and create your weekend with intention, right? Otherwise, those who have intention will create it for you. But nonetheless, let us go and create our weekend. So say after Saint Germain, join Saint Germain in an invocation for your weekend. Let's go. All right. We are grateful for you to be here. So let's do this. All right. We see ourselves. Repeat after Saint Germain. I see my weekend full of love. I see my weekend full of joy. I see my weekend full of peace, full of helpfulness in other universes, and full of fun and amazement. I am open to all possibilities of excitement for my highest joy. I am open to all possibilities of helpfulness for my highest joy. And I am open to all abundance this weekend for my highest joy. I am grateful for an awesome weekend and am thankful to be of service however Source needs me in my universe. All right, there we go. An invocation for your weekend. Can you see that? Are you able to step into energetic situations and invoke better energies? Create the situation energetically in your heart before you step into the energetic situation. Can you do that? That is the question. So we are going to release back to Josh, let him do the cards. But nonetheless, you have an amazing weekend. Saint Germain will be back in a few, but we are going to let Josh do the cards here. So we are releasing. There you go. All right. All right. So energy, right? It's like getting kind of smacked. It feels like weird. But yeah, no. Can you see that before you go into a situation, whatever it is, wherever you're going? Can you see it as a blessed and amazing situation? Can you invoke that first? A lot of us just walk blindly into blindly inspired there, but we just walk without seeing or thinking into situations. We don't ground into it. We just walk in. So if you're going out to dinner with your family on a Saturday night, can you see that as a good time? Can you see, maybe usually you have a kid with an iPad or somebody's yelling or whatever. Can you see it as a peaceful time? Can you invoke what you are looking for through intention into your universe? That's the question. Love that energy, Josh. Hope it's good for you. It's great for us. LOL. It's good. You know what? Even if it's not good, it's going to be what it is. And that's the other thing, is accepting as well. Even if you have the grandest intentions, it's going to turn out to be what it is. But at least if you have great intentions, you are telling your universe. And that's the thing. You don't want your never let your universe. It's like driving a car without knowing where you're going, right? Always have intention in your universe. Keep going, right? Always have intention in your universe. Your universe will guide you if you know where you want to go. If you don't know where you want to go, that's the big thing. Knowing where you want to go. Have intention. All right, let's work with, this is the Mind Info Oracle deck. They make a couple of different ones. It's going to be upside down and backwards. We don't know why, but if you're an Android engineer, or can you tell me why my phone is both phones? My new phone, which is just getting replaced Saturday, and then the one I had to repair, so we have a phone over the week, and have a backup phone, so we never have this issue again. Is backwards as well. If you can figure that out, you get the prize, right? I don't know, but from my end, all right. So let's cut the cards here. And eventually, though, we're going to run the show off StreamYard. They have to buy it at some point. It's $50 a month, and got to buy it at some point. So there we go. If you want to help, I'd be grateful. But otherwise, guys, yeah. So until then, we're inverted, or until YouTube fixes its coding issue, which is what we're figuring out here through a few of us figuring that out. All right, guys. So let's see what we've got. Yeah, Lucky Stone, thank you. If you're watching, I don't see you in the chat, but Lucky Stone has been working on it in the background, and so was Truthwave and Ben Bacon Bits from Truthwave there as well. We're looking into why, and yeah, the only thing we can figure out is it's a codec from YouTube. But all right, so let's see what we've got here, guys. All right, so today's cards, energetics, we're looking at finding your worth. So today it's going to be backwards, guys. Nothing I can do. Get a mirror, grab a mirror, right? I should mirror it, and then it'll come out right. So worth, it says you're being asked to honor your worth. It can be so easy to feel that we aren't good enough good enough or worthy of happiness. So are you? Of course, you're worthy of happiness. You know what? Your whole worthy of happiness. The fact that you exist makes you worthy of happiness. So yeah, just breathing on planet Earth makes you worthy. And if you don't think that, then you are programmed otherwise. And I was programmed for 45 years. Every single day, programming, every single day of my entire life, my mother would wake me up and tell me, come on, you're a piece of, and you're not worth any, but you got to get up and get out. So, go to school or whatever. Go get your crappy grades and get out of here. So yeah, so every day. So find your worth. Wake up. Know you are worthwhile. Whatever programming de-worthed you are worthwhile. All right, so open up is the next one. Of course, again, backwards, but open up. You're being asked to open your heart to another, to let down your walls. How many of you have heart chakra walls? I know I did, and I still kind of do at times. A lot of it comes from being protective, from being abandoned, abused, what have you, verbally, physically, whatever it might be. So we build these walls up around us and kind of keep people at a distance and only let them see this very facade shadow of us. So yeah, so sorry to hear that, Josh. Not easy. My mom grew up like that, and it trickled down. Exactly. My mom grew up in even a worse situation. My mom was physically abused. So I mean, like punched, and her sister was involved too. Her whole family. So my mother was abused by my grandfather, my grandmother, and her sister all at the same time. So it was not fun. But my grandfather, he didn't know much better. My grandmother was had some issues, and then my grandfather was shell-shocked from World War II and from liberating Buchenwald concentration camp and having to see 100,000 dead people at one foul swoop. So yeah, so from his end, it's like he didn't go nuts. Let's be honest. I mean, he managed to balance himself out as best he could, but yeah, his trauma horrors were taken out on my mother. So yeah, it's just that's how we grow, though, and it's crazy what we sign up for. All right, so fresh start, right? Exactly. So once you know your worth, and you can open up and break open your heart chakra wall, so people can see you, and you can see yourself, then you are in a fresh start, right? So it's asking us to consider ourselves to take a fresh start. Whatever that means for you, you're given the opportunity to begin again. So once you see your worth, then you can begin again, because you can realize that maybe you've been living underneath what you're worthy of. You've been living to less than when you're really worthy of more than. And a lot of us do that. We live in a lower vibrational state. We live less than what we deserve because we feel that we deserve less. So, I'll just go and eat some ramen because I'm poor. And we do these things that bring us down purposely. I'll just sit here. But don't sit in your small self, for sure. When you find your worth there, find your larger self, your source. So if you're source, then you are all the grand abundance in the universe. It's only the programming that has stopped you from being that grand abundance. Even me, I fight it. There's days where I'm like, woo, I'm abundant as all get out. And there are days I can't see the abundance through the trees. I'm not and not even claiming I'm truly ascended or ascending or anything else. It's just, yeah, sometimes it's hard to see those energetics. All right, so now it's saying choice, and you do have a choice in all of this, right? You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. What choice? And there's a lot of us in this time frame who are dealing with choices of old versus new, especially. What did you release or did not? Chloe, good dawning. Chloe, I will get you paid probably over the weekend, actually. I'm going to DoorDash, and so I will get Saturday. And so once I'm DoorDash there and the money's in the account, I will pop your payment for chloescrystals.com. Remember, www.chloescrystals.com, where you can find your best crystals at the best price. But nonetheless, so what are you asking for? So let's go over the cards again. Worth. That's our energetics. Asking you to find your worth in yourself. So in order to do that, it's asking you to open up. So break down that heart chakra wall that we all kind of have. Not saying some have it worse, some have it better. Some don't really have a heart chakra wall. But nonetheless, if you do have a wall around your heart chakra, if you are not being your authentic self, if you are still kind of feeling that Charlie Brown is the best way I can put it, Charlie Brown energy on planet Earth, because that's how I used to live. I was Cosmic Charlie, if you know the Grateful Dead song. One of my nicknames was Cosmic Charlie. So if you understand that, yeah, you can step out of that energy by opening up your heart chakra and just realizing that you are the love you've been looking for. It's not easy to do, but by slowing down and seeing into your universe, you can. Fresh start. So once you see that, you can make a fresh start, right? All right, I am source love. I am all the abundance that I've really been looking for. I've really only been blocking myself. So let's make a fresh start. That's going to give you choice. Once you see you have choice, that's part of the problem. So if you're not open, you don't see choice. And if you don't see choice, you don't see that you have any worth. You feel trapped. And then you can't make a fresh start. There we go. That's not like Laura B, who will be on Tuesday, who will tell you directly how your universe is going. So yeah, Laura B will be on Tuesday to do cards. Not like me. Laura B is amazing, and she can get down into detail and say things that would blow you. It just blows my mind. How do you know? What do you? So yeah, Tuesday Night Live with Laura, and of course Sunday we're going to start Feng Shui again with Blindly Inspired. I will get that posted up today, so you will see it in the upcoming lives. We are starting at ground zero, so if you did not join us for Feng Shui episodes 1 through 12, I think it was. 1 through 11. We're going to do it a little bit more structured this time. It's just the first time you always kind of wing it. And now that Krista has an idea of what how she wants to teach it, and we have an idea of the material, the second time around, it's going to come right in. And that's the thing. If you want to join us, join us. If you even sort of watch the first ones, it'll come in a lot easier. And if you did not, we have the experience now, or Krista does, of teaching the first one to kind of streamline it, and it'll be a lot better if you haven't watched it to join us on the second round. So join us on Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. My time, and 4 p.m. Pacific with Krista there, Blindly Inspired, for Feng Shui Talk, where we're not only talking about Feng Shui, she's teaching you the fundamentals of Feng Shui, and you can then get into more flow. And it's all about flow. Everything in this universe is it's all about flow. If you listen to Abraham Hicks, she's about getting on the boat in the river. If you listen to Lori Ladd the other day, she's about being on the river, even though she's in Kenya. There's not much river, but there's going to Kenya. She's talking about taking the boat to Kenya, right? Or leading a trip to Kenya. But either way, in your universe there, can you allow the flow to come in? All right. What do we got there? Love Abraham. Abraham or Esther, yeah, I don't know. If you listen to it, you cannot tell. She is in channel, not one iota. Can you tell if Abraham, I mean, it's amazing. Abraham Hicks, Paul Selig as well. If everybody ever watch Paul Selig, that's my ultimate goal, is to get Paul Selig on this channel at some point. He's my favorite channeler. He's just a normal guy, and he's just like, I don't know. I'm not even ascending. I'm just channeling because that's what the guides tell me to do. And it worked. He's got a whole bunch of books. And what I may end up may end up doing is getting his first book, and I may make some video on reading his first book, or letting and doing so through and video, and you can listen to it. I don't know how legal. I got to check legalities of it, but I think it's legal. It's a public book, so if I'm reading it, but so yeah, once I can nail down my laptop working a little better and edit some video, my ultimate goal is to read through his books, but do it live, or not do it on YouTube so you can hear it, and listen to it in the background, or you can get an audio book. But either way, they're said to be very vibrational, and people who read, I've never read his books, Paul Selig, but they say if you read his books as you're reading it, you literally start to go like this. So we shall see, but I like to put them on the channel, and eventually I like to do the 4 agreements as well. And it's not that long. I could even do it live and just read it. But either way, probably take like 2 hours. But either way, I might do that one as well. The 4 agreements is, if you haven't read the 4 agreements, I would highly recommend a weekend read, right? The 4, Miguel Don Luis. I highly recommend reading the 4 agreements. It'll change your. You want a book that'll immediately and give you real fast effect and change. Like the 4 agreements will do it. A lot of books you read it, and then they got to melt in. 4 agreements is like instant change. All right, guys. Let's see who we're going to bring in. Anybody have any suggestions for channeling here? And it is Freeform Friday. We can make it a Freeform Friday. I have the 4 agreement. I love books. Oh, awesome. And something we can do here, if anybody wants to, and we can set this up on the Discord or even through the show. If it just costs mailing, guys. If there's any books that you have, and we can put them on the Discord, and Suzette, I don't know if you have a link to. If you want a link to the Discord, just email me. I'm not going to put it up because I could wake up and have the Discord already disbanded by people doing crazy things overnight. If you leave the link up, all they do is just throw a bunch of cuss words in there, and they'll kill the Discord. So in this end, if you want a link to the Discord, just email me, Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com. And the other thing I was thinking of is, if you've got a book that you've read, and we all have books that we want to read, but we're all working on abundance, right? And buying a book isn't always a priority, but it may be something you want. So if there's a book that you want, we can put this on the Discord, or you can email me. We can put it on the channel as well. A book exchange is not a bad idea. So if there's books that you're looking to read, all you gotta do is mail it to each other, a couple of bucks here or there. And we can mail books back and forth and share as well. So keep that in mind, guys. If you're interested in doing so, send me a link on the Discord. I've got tons of books that I could be happy to swap or share or what have you. They're just sitting here. And then books aren't any good if they're not being read, right? It's knowledge that is not being used. My bookshelf doesn't need the knowledge, right? So yeah, if you want to do a book exchange with us, guys, you can either join the Discord, or you can send me an email first, and we'll get it started. But there's books that you're looking to read that somebody might have that's already read. Swap a book, right? So we'll do a book swap of some sort. So yeah, bring it up on the Discord. Just send me an email, Mr. Floyd Channeling with an S at gmail.com, and I'll get you in the Discord. And we can set up a book exchange there if you guys are interested. It's just a matter of mailing the books. And if you never get them back, you got somebody else's books. So, but it's just about sharing the knowledge and saving a couple of bucks and spreading the love, right? We're all a big community here. It's like we can't just have, like around here in Colorado, they have book boxes. So like you can take a book and just stick it in there. And as you're walking down the street, there's a mailbox full of books, and you just open it up. I actually got a Richard Bach book, The Ring. It's considered his love story. Richard Bach is Jonathan Livingston Seagull. I found a couple of good books out of the. So yeah, you can do it that way too. But yeah, we'll start the book exchange if you're interested, guys. Like I said, just send me an email, and I will jump you into the Discord, and we can do it through the Discord. It's probably our best bet because it's semi-private. And we can send each other private messages as well if talking about exchanging books back and forth by mail, which is only a couple of bucks versus buying books, right? So if you send somebody 2 books, it'll be like $6. If you buy 2 books, it'll be like $25. So there you go. All right. So yeah, ways that we can connect as a group, even though we're technically, we're not really separated energetically. We're never separated. We're only physically. And again, it's that whole 3D separation, right? And so energetically speaking, none of us are ever not together. But yeah, physically we're We're separated as Tina Tanzi. Hi, welcome, Tina. Grateful to see you. Thrift books, love them. Yeah, so yeah, let's do that, guys. So if you're, I got all kinds of stuff here. I got Sonia Choquette's book. I've got all kinds of different books here that she wrote more books than you would imagine, but I've got her most popular book. The only one I can't really ship out because I'm still reading it is Autobiography of a Yogi. So I'm still reading the book on, but otherwise, yeah. So tons of books, guys. All right, so let's see who. It is Freeform Friday. If you have any questions, you can throw it in there. Otherwise, we will bring up a channel of some sort. If not, then who might we want to channel as well? Neat. I thank you. Yeah, I'm reading that book today. Oh, awesome. Fantastic. Yeah, it's the only book that Steve Jobs ever read is the Diary of a Yogi. Pretty much. He said he started reading others. He never even read Think and Grow Rich. He just read Diary of a Yogi, and he would carry it with him and give copies to other people. But that's the only book he had. And he did not have it in Kindle form or on his iPad. He had it in physical form. And it was always in his backpack. But nonetheless, forget the numbers that glow at night. That would be cool. Some of them washed out. They look like they would probably pay to have somebody replace it. Forgot the numbers. Okay, interesting. I have no idea what that. Reading random chats there. All right, so if you guys have any questions for Saint Germain, Archangel Raphael, Goddess Isis, Kuan Yin, Sekhmet, or what have you, you can ask away. We're not asking questions about their lineage or, Set or Osiris or any of that. We're asking, like brothers and sisters, and we're just as energetically speaking. And if you don't have any questions, that is fine. We can bring in Goddess Isis, as I see from Amanda here, for a channeling as well, and I'd be happy to do so. Read or listen to The Second Coming of Christ by Yogananda. Oh, wow. Okay, I can do that. The Second Coming of Christ by Yogananda. I will remember. I'm going to write them. I will remember that. Buffalo Calf Woman, could you tell us more about those who don't know? Right. We're not specifically doing a lot of energy. I'll bring in White Buffalo Calf Woman for a moment here. But she's not here to... None of the ones that I channel here, guys, I'm going to be as honest about channeling here. Saint Germain will give me a little of the I am, and the Melchizedek, and Goddess Isis gives me a little, but they don't want me to get caught up in the focus of them and their history or any of that because it takes away from the message. Saint Germain, time is important, right? We are channeling through Joshua, you to you, but time is, Nathan, time is important. So what we are doing when we are channeling, we are not telling Josh my lineage or any of that. He can look it up, but we understand. He understands I am the order of Melchizedek. What has come through, Madame Blavatsky has come through, and he knew that name, so he is an understanding, right? But nonetheless, we are not looking into, yes, White Buffalo Calf Woman being a Dakota Sioux and being of the energetics of her tribe, but we are not going into that history. We are looking to help you to build your universe. We could spend forever talking about Isis and her brothers and all of that, or Kuan Yin and the divine feminine and where she was from in China, but we are not going into that. If you want to do that, that is fine. We can have a history lesson at another time, but right now, your earth is in peril, so to speak, and you are the energetics to help remove the peril, right? They are doing things and are going to be doing things between now and, well, Father, you know what to do. You know where you stand, and if you are not in understanding of the planet you are standing on, then woe is far. Then take a deep breath, right? But nonetheless, you know where we stand. So the energetics need to be boosted up. We are not here to, we're going to work as fast as we can to help you to build your universe, to live as best you can, and to create your loving, living universe. So if you have questions regarding that, we are here, but we are not here to give history lessons or anything else. We will do so on a separate episode at a separate time. We can, maybe Josh will make a video on each of the channelings that he does. But for the moment, we want to answer questions on how fast you can change your energetics in 2025, because you need to ground, because it's going to get goofy, but you are the light that is grounding the darkness that is all over the place on this planet right now, right? The weird ass energies that you are all feeling on this planet, you are the grounding to keep those weird ass energies from going like this, right? So there we go. 1212. There you go. Did you make a wish? If you are seeing 1212, the angels are talking to you, right? But they are always talking to you, but you can make a wish on 1212. But you are living your wish anyways. But there you go. All right. Posted awesome images I create. ago on my channel. Enjoy the healing. Yeah, please be checking out Blindly Inspired. Even Josh has not been there for a moment, but check out Blindly Inspired. Thank you, Cricket Fire, saying to hit the like button as well. So if you have questions, you can ask. Any advice for answer? There we go. That's a good question, Angela. Thank you for understanding. We are trying to help you move forward here. We don't want to bog things down. That's why we aren't talking about the past or any other. We are moving forward, right? So the serve humanity. The first best way to serve humanity, Angela, is to find out what you do best. How can you serve humanity by Lara B, good dawning. We'll see Lara B on Tuesday with her amazing energetics. Lara is a master with the cards, right? She's the master card, right? She may have a master card, but she is the master with all the cards, right? So we will see her on Tuesday at 7 o'clock. But to answer your question, Angela, your energetics, what can you do? What for yourself? And this is the question we want to ask you. What is your gift? Have you found your gift? Can you ground into your gift? Well, Josh, we know what his gift is. He is a living psychologist, and he is working as a channel as well. And he has spent 7 years in his dark night. So those are his gifts. He can see that. So for you, what is your gift? That is the question for yourself. What is your abilities, Angela? Have you slowed down and put them on paper? Once you see, there we go. That's a good question too, Tina. We will come back to that. What do you see for yourself as what you can do? Where do you find you are most helpful? Where are you verbal? Can you talk with people? Then you are good to help people by being a good listener, right? Are you and can you create, right? Maybe you are helping to feed the homeless. You create sandwiches and you feed the homeless. Your gift is to Nathan. He is knowing that he is going to be a shaman. So are you doing shamanic practices? Are you doing things shamanically? Are you doing things karmically? We are going to leave that one alone there, Nathan. But from yourself, ask yourself this. Are you doing new or are you doing old? Nathan, that's just the question. And for yourself there, for your question, Angela, put your gifts on paper, right? Write down on paper. What works for you? What is where your natural abilities lie? We generally know, even if we are gunked up with we are in the worthless or what have you, we generally know where our natural abilities lie. That's the first key to helping humanity, right? And then once you know what your abilities are, then it's about asking your higher self to bring those to the forefront to be used in the greater source field. And then, of course, it's about taking action. So you have to go from the divine feminine, right, into your divine masculine and go, okay, so what can I do? How do I take action? So for Josh, he started the YouTube channel. For yourself, Angela, it could be a million different things. You could start with going through a meetup and helping. You could go and volunteer. You could create a YouTube channel. You could do all kinds of different things. You could find a local group that is doing X, Y, or Z. There's a million different things. You could start that local group. So it's really a matter of, first off, discerning your talents. And then once from there, how can you best use those talents and bring them to forefront? And it may be writing it out. It's maybe practice as well. But we all know deep in our hearts what our biggest talents are not, right? Where we lie and what works well. For Josh, he's good verbal IQ, right? So he does well with that. That's what he's doing. So he's not going to fix your lawnmowers. He's not going to be free lawnmower fixing. He doesn't know how. He's not that dexterous, right? So what do you do in your universe, right? Maybe you want to give free hugs, right? You just stand out and give free hugs to people. That could be all you need to do. And you are creating the awesome hug energy. It really depends, but it's all up to you and your gifts. So find that gift first by writing it out, by putting it on paper, by meditating on it, and then you can go expand from there, asking your universe. Ask Archangel Raphael, especially if it's healing, how can I be more healing to the planet, right? It'll come. Those answers will come. All right, we go back to, there was a question back further here about how can I discern when channeling between dark beings? Energy. What are you feeling? If you are channeling a dark being, they're going to take your energetics. If you are channeling a dark being, first off, you are allowing dark energies into your body, so you are in align in some small aspect with darkness. Do keep that in mind. Energies that you are not aligned with cannot flow through your body. Keep that in mind. If you are not abundant, if you are thinking you are truly not abundant and you are full of lack, and you know that you are lack, right? I am the lackey, and we are just stating this. The lackiest person on the planet, then you cannot have abundance flow through you because you are pushing up lack, right? You are seeing yourself in lack. So from your end, the biggest way to discern what you are channeling is to do two things. Ask them. They may lie, but you should have enough, if you are able to channel, to have enough internally to be like, okay, I can feel that they are lying, right? You will feel it. And as well, to discern what is the message that they are stating. You are getting a dark energy. You're not going to get somebody who's going to be like, love everybody, be of awesomeness, and help everybody in your universe. Well, as best you can, right? It's not your job to lift people out of their situation, but it is to acknowledge it and to be of love, right? Exactly. You aren't going to get that. You are going to get dark energies. You will know if you are channeling darkness because the message will not resonate with your loving soul. But again, though, if you are channeling darkness, you have to have a little bit of darkness within you to receive that energy, to let it flow through you. You aren't going to be targeted if you are fully light. You will channel light. But nonetheless, always walk into channeling with an intention of who you want to channel. If you are channeling in an open space, I'm just going to channel. That's like taking a pendulum, right? You grab a pendulum and you go, show me yes and show me no, right? We do that all the time. But do you know who's on the other end of the pendulum? You do not. Playing with an Ouija board, same idea. You pick up an Ouija board, right? We have all played with an Ouija board, right? You move it around. William Frood, whatever his name was, right? So nonetheless, if you are playing with an Ouija board, you are pulling up spirits that you do not know who they are. You are asking the universe for a random spirit that is floating by at that time to grab hold of the energies that you are pulling and come in. If you are channeling and you are not asking whom you are channeling, you are not stating, I want to channel X, Y, or Z, and you are having any dark energies within you, you are not in balance, it is very easy for any dark energy that is floating around in your universe, we all have dark energies around us, to grab you and to start channeling through you. But they're going to grab your energetics. You will know, you will feel heavy, you will feel dense, you will end the channeling feeling worse than you did before. You will not remember, you may remember what you said, or you may not, but you are not going to be in alignment with it, most likely nonetheless. So you have the choice, but you have to ground the energetics to make sure you are channeling who you want to channel and that you are not being dragged by the darkness. So you have to feel that in yourself. And if you are not feeling it, then you cut the channel off and be like, clear, and then you call an Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael to clear that energy. Use your violet flame to clean yourself and put the pyramid of protection around you from Isis. You have to ask Isis, of course. Same thing if you are using a pendulum or an Ouija board. We never recommend using an Ouija board. They are made specifically to pull up negative and dark energies, right? But if you are using a pendulum, it's going to be whatever energy is around, right? So you can ask the pendulum who you are utilizing, but again, it's all going to be, a lot of it's based on your energetics. If you are feeling dark or evil, you're going to pull a dark energy in from the pendulum. If you are feeling love, right, then you try to bring in your guide. Like, I want to bring in guide, my guide. Show me yes, guide. You may get your guide, but you will really, unless you are really intuitive, you may not know. So be careful. You are playing into energetics that you may not know. And so make sure you cleanse yourself whenever you are done doing all of these things. For Josh, he knows who he's channeling. He's channeling Saint Germain. He's been doing this for over a year. But from your end, if you do not know who you are channeling, then it's always advised, first off, of course, to record it so you can see the energy. But secondly, of course, as well, make sure that you cleanse your energetics if you are not sure who you are channeling. There we go. All right. So hopefully that helps for you. Yes, use the violet flame. To cleanse yourself, Tina, right? You can use the violet flame. You can call in Archangel Raphael with the green flame, all right? You can call in Isis and have the pyramid, and then put the green flame from Archangel Raphael and the pyramid in the pyramid of protection, along with your violet flame. Lots of things you can do. You can go take a bath in pink Himalayan sea salt as well. So there you go. You could do that too, and be cleansing. You could get in the ocean and use it as a cleanse, except if you're a bunny there. Make sure you stay close to the shore for sure. We've all been ripped out on the riptide there, so it's not fun. So we understand that for sure, bunny. So stay safe, right? The ocean can be crazy though. If you get in the ocean at the wrong time, whoo, you see yourself out by the cruise ships going, oh, how the heck did I get out here? What the heck is going on, right? It does happen. All right, so let's see if there's anything else here. We saw that Me being out in that community, praying meditation, this is much new and so wonderful that I am following my highest passion and excitement, which is that is all that is spiritual. That is amazing. We are grateful, Nathan. Just remember to slow down and ground. The energies can go like this, right? But if you're not grounded, then you'll be all flighty and whatnot. So slow down and ground, and you will be totally fine. All right. So let's see. Such great advice. I had not thought to ask someone specific to channel. Yeah, if you are channeling, Josh did not ask for Saint Germain. Saint Germain found Josh, but nonetheless, through Archangel Raphael. But nonetheless, if you want to channel, say, Mother Isis, right? All you have to do is focus on Mother Isis, ground in on Mother Isis. The first thing we would recommend is to get a pen and piece of paper and try to automatic write. It's easier for you to automatic write, to say, all right, Mother Isis, I have pen and paper, show me. And then just allow it to flow. You may get something. If you do not, that is okay. You may hear something. But if you are intending to channel, that is the first step, is to, first off, you have to be clear. So make sure that you are not in a dervish state. If you are in an emotional state, if you are coming back from this happened or that, or what have you, then you have to clear that first. You're going to bring those excess energies, those outside energies into your channel. But nonetheless, and once you get to channeling, if you are even having a bad day, it doesn't matter, because you understand the separation of you and the channeling energetics. So like Josh can channel at any time, regardless of his situation, because he understands there's a delineation now. But it takes a minute to build that delineation. But from yourself, yeah, just ask, I would like to channel Isis. Visualize Isis in your third eye. Have a piece of paper and try writing fast. You may hear something slowly in your head, right? You may hear a voice. You may see Isis show up in your third eye, like pop, there you go, there's Isis. Or you may see a pyramid. That is the beginning there. But you have to let it flow into you. Take your time. It's also about how clear are you, right? That we've been saying that. If you are anywhere that is not in a clear space, as a new channeler, not as an old channeler, you learn to discern the energies. But as a new channeler, you have to be clear first to pick out the energy, because it's like it's a fog, right? It's like it's foggy outside where Josh is. The big fog in the United States, finally found Colorado. But so you have to break through the fog, so to speak, to hear that voice. That's why you have to be clear. I channeled my future children when I was 14. I wasn't intending to channel anything, much less than beautiful souls. I knew it was so warming. I just praying to God when it happened. Oh, bless. There you go. So now if you are praying for your future children, are they in this lifetime, or you could be future children in 2 lifetimes ahead? Do keep that in mind as well. And if you don't end up having children in this lifetime, then there are energies that are maybe for another lifetime, or could have been a past lifetime as well. So do keep it. Auto writing, need to sit down and do it. Automatic writing is amazing. If you are, it's very easy to do. All you have to do is hook yourself, your energetics, right, into whomever you are looking to channel, right? Saint Germain, Archangel Raphael, whatever it is for you, Sekhmet, maybe Green Tara, right? Whoever you want to channel, Melchizedek, whatever. We may be channeling Melchizedek at one day, because we are the same energies, but nonetheless. So as Melchizedek is coming up, and he is in Josh's frame, and Saint Germain, Melchizedek, there's no real difference. But nonetheless, what we are saying is from your universe, then bring them into your frame first, and then slow down and see them, and then you can bring them in. And the last canon says that we incarnate with the same groups of souls. Generally speaking, that most likely would be correct, and we aren't going to. Your parents you could have been your parent to your parents, and then your parents are your parents, and all of us here, we may have known each other. We could have all been hanging out in the 1600s in Scotland or something. It's all possible, of course. But yes, there is a connection. There's how many YouTube channels are there? There are 1 billion, 8 million YouTube channels, right? There's 2 billion people on YouTube, right? 1 billion people on the YouTube. The odds, first off, let's look at this from a standpoint of odds, right? Let's say there are 1 million YouTube channels, which is quite possible. A lot of them being abandoned and bots, but nonetheless, 1 million YouTube channels, artificial or otherwise. Then there are 2 billion people, well, 1/3 of the US world population, maybe 1/4, is on YouTube in some fashion, right? Or have been on YouTube. What are the odds then that this specific group of people right now, the 17 of us, 18 of us, who are here at the moment together, what are those odds that we have merge together and become, it's very rare, right? So what we are getting at here, and we're going to speed this up here, but what we are getting at here is, yes, you are correct. Soul families, we are a soul family. There is almost no physical way, with the 2 billion people or so on YouTube and the millions of channels, that all of this, poof, and there you are, and here we are. There are bigger things at work, for sure. There are no coincidences. Exactly, Tina. The reason why we are all together is exactly that. Our energetics have worked together before. That's why we see each other in different YouTube channels, like on Arwayne Steiger or Adam or what have you, the Medium channel. We are all merging together because we are all the same soul family. We are all with the same purpose. And that's why we are pushing forward. But we are grateful. We are going to do some quick closeout. We did not get to do the energetics. Josh has to go to work. And it has already been an hour. Amazing, right? So we are not going to get to do the energetics today. But remember, you are the grand abundance in your universe. Remember, www.chloescrystals.com. ChloeCrystals.com. Type that into your web browser. You won't see anything yet. I guarantee you by the end of 2025, bet your ass, you will see something at Chloe'sCrystals.com. You will see Chloe selling her crystals, right? We are going to manifest that. And if you want to help to manifest, send it to the email at mrfloydchannelings with an S at gmail.com. And St. Germain and I will put it into the chat for you. We will manifest. We are doing group manifestation, right? So what do you want to manifest? Put it in there. We will help to manifest. 20 of us manifesting one, and it's much, much better than one person trying to manifest, right? If we all see chloescrystals.com in our third eye, and we all go to www.chloescrystals.com on our computer, even though it's not there, right? We are telling the universe, where is it? We want this. We need it now, and put it in our frame, right? That is what we are doing, and that's how this works, right? So same difference. What if you got something that you want in your frame, send me, Josh, an email, and we will put it into the show, and you can make it a larger energy for all of us to help to create for you. All right, let's close out with some love. We are going to do a group hug. So in that, we've been doing that on the end for each one. We are going to bring in Mother Goddess Isis here to do an invocation for love on your Friday, right? Goddess Freya, right? So nonetheless, you are seeing Goddess Freya on Friday, right? So nonetheless, we are grateful that you are here, dearies, and we are going to do an invocation real quick on your awesome weekend and to bring love to you and to your universe, right? And of course, if you are out and about, two things. Grab some black obsidian, carry that with you. It'll help to protect you and your energies, dearie. But do not forget to call on Isis to put on the pyramid of protection around you as well. You can call on me at any time during the day and ask for the pyramid of protection to be placed around me, and it will be done so. You can even turn it up to a level of 10 or a level of 1. It is really up to you, dearie, but we are here to help you. You have to reach out to help yourself. Here we go. All right, so let's do an invocation, some love and peace for your weekend, and we will end the show. Josh has already filmed my card, Goddess Mother Isis, and that will be posted up later. When he gets to work, he will send that into the ether, and it will show up on your phone or computer. So check out Mother Goddess Isis. We are repairing the divine masculine today. And with the broken divine feminine that most of us were, and Josh certainly was from his karmic mother, pushing the masculine together, you can do anything if you bring your masculine together with your divine feminine. And most of you are all in your divine feminine, but you bring your masculine up to create, which is what we are doing right here. All right, so can you do that? That's the question. So check the card out and you will see. Take a deep breath with Mother Isis. Breathe in. When you breathe out like Josh was doing with the sigh. You are letting out cortisol and heavier energies, right? So breathe in. Breathe out. Let the sigh fall. Breathe in the love, right? Breathe out with Mother Isis in a sigh. Lean forward. We are going to do a group hug. All right, dearies, we are doing a group hug again. Energetics flows, even if we are not together. We are together in energy, are we not, dearies? All right, so we are saying to each other, we are seeing love and sending love around the group circle. We are sending love to each other, to Rooted Willow, to Rick, who we have not seen in the chat, who is hopefully feeling much better. To all of us, to Suzette, we are seeing her sunny verse warm. Anybody out there who's having any issue at all, where your universe is not a-okay in your heart, right? Whether it's anything that is rippled in your tide, so to speak, right? There we go. If you are feeling that, then we are sending you love. If you are out of energy, meaning that you are not in space or grounded, we are sending you love. And make sure you are stomping your feet on the ground to ground every dawning, right? You are waking up and you are stepping into your frame and you're going poof, grateful, and stomping your feet on the ground to center your energies, right? Put those feet hard on the ground and say grateful on the dawning. We are sending love to everyone in New Orleans. We are seeing New Orleans in love. We are seeing peace in New Orleans. And we are seeing those who are affected by what's happened. We do not give it any more credence than that. We are seeing their families coming together in love, and maybe tragedy be a situation where love can occur on the back end, where memories of love can be made, and where families can find healing coming together in love in what was and what is a tragic situation of somebody karmically spilling out of control. We are sending love to planet Earth and all of its inhabitants, dearies. We are healing the womb, mother womb of planet Earth, and we are healing the mother traumas that are rampant on your planet, sending love. We are sending love to you and to each other. Big group hug. Lean forward. Hold each other up in the highest light this weekend. Hold your family up in the highest love, and hold your expectations for an awesome weekend up in the highest light as well. Do not have any doubt that you will not have an awesome weekend. And when we say expectations, we are not trying to see what we are going to have. We are just, I am going to have an awesome weekend, and I leave it to my universe. Let it create itself. Mother Isis loves you. Slow down. Step into your love that you are. See the awesomeness, and have an amazing weekend. Ooh, no, that just dropped out of train. Okay, so they're not even Saint Germain. He's dropped right out here. All right, guys. 9:36. I got to get to work. So, all right, this was awesome. Thank you guys again. Have an amazing weekend. We did not get to the energetics, but I apologize. But you are the abundance that you are looking for this weekend. And of course, everything that we do creates our universe. And if we're still in our dark night, as we release the darkness, we step into our light body, and that's how we create. We vibrate faster, right? All right, guys. Thanks, Tina. I appreciate it, and hope to see you on Monday. I will be back Monday for our, I think, going 7th or 8th month of Good Dawning. I'll have to check that. I think it's our 8th month of Good Dawning. But either way, grateful for you all. Thank you as well for telling me that was fuzzy. I don't know where to put the light, and so I'm trying everything that. And this is Lindsay, and it's part for Lindsay here, who's looking to start. For anybody who's looking to start a channel, all of this is a grand experiment. This is what you do when you step into the divine masculine. You just step out and start doing. We don't know. I haven't consulted. I watch Gary V occasionally, but I haven't consulted too much how to or any. We just step out. But that's the cool thing is that I've stepped out. So now, if you need help, it's because I've taken that leap, right? And I spent 6 hours trying to upload my first channeling and all that, right? And watching my computer crash and this and that. So I've done all the stupid. So if you need help, if you want to build a channel here, I am always available to help you in any of that. If you want to build energetics or send some, if you want to, you don't have to go through what I went through, right? And the 48 hours just to get one video finally up and loaded, and the craziness that I endured. But we walked through those things, and then here we go. So yeah, and now I'm inverted, but that's YouTube. But nonetheless, so from all of you guys there, anybody who is looking to build a YouTube channel or wants some advice on just being creative or what have you, send me an email, Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com. I broke through my barrier, and that's the point. It's just a barrier. Once you break on through to the other side, it's the fighting yourself and doing something is more work than the actual doing something in my hand. Doing the actual job. So like doing YouTube, it's easier than the whole year that I spent sitting around fighting myself about doing YouTube. So, Bonnie, I've made over 100 videos. Yeah, Bonnie's, yeah, please check out Bonnie Generator as well. And if somebody wants to put it in the chat, Bonnie has her own channel. I got to keep an eye on the clock here. Bonnie has her own channel. And yeah, and I apologize, guys. I'm subbed to most of you, all of you. If you have a channel I haven't subbed, let me know that you have a channel that I may not have mentioned. But I don't always get to the videos, and I try my best, but sometimes I just forget, or it doesn't show up. But yeah, either way, I need to check Bonnie. And of course, Chris, the volunteer as well. Bonnie Generator, check her out. I've seen a bunch of her videos, and they're great. She does sky videos and all kinds of stuff, and it's really amazing. As well, check out Chris, the volunteer. He's doing Gabrielle cards. Blindly Inspired's doing all kinds of awesome posts and such regarding energetics, and she'll be back on Sunday. Check out Millie as well. She did a new short just yesterday. So Millie de la Prieda, she did a short. So check her out, please, as well. And you may see Lindsay shortly. You may not on video as well. Nathan did a live. I don't know if it's still posted or not, but may want to structure those a little bit better there, brother. In the future, if you're going to go live, this is just my advice, brother. I love you. Have some sort of structure around it. Otherwise, on YouTube, it can get to be kind of interesting there, and just be careful. That's all I'm going to state. And that's just out of love, brother. It's nothing more. Always have something that you're focused on when you go on YouTube, that's the center. Otherwise, it can get dervishy, and then you could say stuff just because you're not on a focused tangent, on a focused energy that you might regret. So just be careful that YouTube. Going live with PG on Blindly Inspired and PG are going live. All right, can you send me a link for that? I want to post that, and I'll talk to you guys on Sunday. But nonetheless, can you send me a link for that Blindly Inspired? This is going to be amazing, and I want to put it on the community page, Krista, and we'll get together anyways. I'm going to set up our live, Krista, like a half an hour early, like we always do, so that we can meet early and talk. But so yeah, so that's going to be amazing. That PG and Blindly Inspired, if you're not hearing that here, are going to be going live. And so yeah, I am all over that, and hopefully you guys are as well. That's what it's all about. It's the family expanding. And yeah, work, LOL. All right, guys, thank you, Amanda. I'll sit here forever. And as well, Karen, I don't see you in the chat, and I sent you an email. Karen Suki sent me a card, and it took me a minute to get to my mailbox. And thank you, Karen, for the card. And as well, she sent me a Christmas ornament, which is beautiful, and I hung it because it's really beautiful. So I hung it on as an elephant, like a head of an elephant. If you have a west wall and you want to protect your front door, put an elephant head to the left of the west wall, on the west wall to the left of your front door, and it's a protection, the elephant protection energy. And so I decorated it with her ornament there, and it's beautiful. Thank you so much. If you catch the rewind here, Karen, or if you cut this. But either way, guys, thank you so much. Much love. You all, Tina, thank you for joining. Hopefully see you on Monday. All of you guys have a great weekend. And Krista, you are required to send us a link for the video on Blind with you and PG on Wednesday. We got to get that on the community page. So whenever you have that set up, but yeah, we'll put it on the community page, and I cannot wait to see what you guys are going to do. But yeah, join us Sunday night with Krista for Feng Shui, and at 7 o'clock, and that'll be posted up today as well. And Krista, I will meet you earlier on Sunday, at least a half an hour, and we will chat. But guys, appreciate you. Have a weekend as awesome as you deserve, right? You deserve an awesome weekend. I don't think you don't. And so start being more deserving of awesome energies as well. If you're more deserving, I am worthy of all awesomeness. We did not do, here we go. We'll state that. All right, so make that your mantra for this weekend. I am worthy of all awesomeness, right? Repeat after me. Worthy of all awesomeness am I. Poof. There we go. All right, and if you see yourself in the mirror, this isn't me, this is Mel Robbins. Give yourself a high five. Try that every dawning for a month. This isn't me, this is Mel Robbins again. Give yourself a high five and tell yourself you are worthy of all awesomeness every single day. The all awesome. There we go. Got a phone call there. The all awesomeness is me. I didn't put it in do not disturb. The all awesomeness is my, but the high five is Mel Robbins. So combine the two there and see what happens. Trust yourself. You guys are awesome. All right, I'm gonna go fly to work here and stand around in an empty crystal shop and I will see you all in the next. I will post ISIS should be up in like 30, 40 minutes. Takes about 15 minutes to upload and 15 minutes to get to work. So, all right, guys, I love you. Stay awesome. Have a weekend as awesome as you guys are. And I will see you all in the next, which will be on Sunday night. Actually, I will be live, and I don't really mention it, with Ali Martin. I'll post a link, but I'll be live with Ali on Saturday from 1 o'clock my time, 3 o'clock if you want to see me live. Kind of doing what I do with Laura, but when I have Laura on, we really showcase Laura, and it's a longer tarot reading. And so when I'm on with Ali, she showcases me, and it's less tarot and more channeling. So it's just the opposite because I'm who's hosting who. She does like 3 cards, and it's kind of a more open energetics, and then I channel, and then not with Laura. Like Laura is more cards because she's on my channel, so she takes longer, and then I channel less. So it's the opposite. But yeah, Ali Martin, I will post a link into the community page today. So it'll just be on the community page. All you have to do is grab the link. I'll post the live up, and then I will please post it in the community. I will, absolutely, Krista. And I look forward to talking with you. And I cannot wait to see what you and PG do. I did post, speaking of PG, PG's been working with ChatGPT, right? So I did post 5, you can only post 5 at a time, but I posted 5 of his pictures that he got ChatGPT to create. And when I say that they're phenomenal, it doesn't even begin to describe how awesome they are. There's 2 of them there that he's charting the Great Awakening. He is in ChatGPT. And what it put on there, I mean, from Bashar to the Galactic Federation of Light, it's just absolutely stunning. So yeah, check those out. They're phenomenal. If you want to actually have them, like to keep, email me, and I can email the actual picture to you so you can download, which I don't think you can do off YouTube. If you can download it, I highly recommend it. They're fire. And I'll check the Discord. If you want the link to the Discord, you can email me. There's a whole bunch in the Discord as well. But yeah, I truly look forward to seeing what PG and blindly Krista can really put together here. It should be phenomenal. But keeping the field open, guys. There we go. All right, guys. So if you want a link to the Discord, again, send that to me. And yeah, we'll get. But yeah, I can't wait. And I will put the link to Ali. Yep, I got to go. Put the link to Ali in the chat and or in the community page. All right, guys. Stay awesome. Stay beautiful. And of course, I love you all, and I'll see you in the next.